honestly, this fish right here may be one of the most underrated fish in freshwater. Okay, it's kind of a mixture between a crappie, hello, and a bluegill. Renaissance people, what's going on? Renaissance Cam here, back in effect. If y'all new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button, that notification bell to be alerted when these videos drop. Today we are back out fishing once again, but we're gonna do things a little bit different. Today, instead of throwing artificials at these fish, we're going to try and catch some things out of these waters. So these fish have been living in these waters clearly all their life, so everything they've been eating has been coming out of these waters. So there has to be something that we can catch in these waters that these fish are going to love. The way I look at it, throwing artificials is the harder way, because these fish haven't been eating artificial. They just see something, and out of aggression, they just gonna naturally strike. If we can go out here and try to catch something that they see every day, that they eat every day, then I feel like we'll eventually have much more luck fishing, because we're just doing what these fish naturally do, and that's scavenge for anything they see that's living that they can get in their mouth. So we're gonna go out here and try to catch minnows, grass shrimp, dragonfly nymphs, tadpoles, whatever we can find that we think these fish might be eating down here. We're gonna catch, we're gonna put on a hook, we're gonna put on a bobber, and we're gonna throw it out there and wait. All right, so with that being said, let's do this. I've made it to the spot where I'm just trying to find my bait at. You can literally go to anywhere that has any type of vegetation, any type of mud, any type of hydrilla, anything that you think or you see little fish swimming around, that's what we're looking for. So we're gonna try to scoop up as much stuff as we can to fish with. I have this is probably a 12-inch diameter net with some real fine mesh. I would say that's about a 4 or 5 foot in length as far as the stick goes, and it helps to have a longer stick so you can reach those tough to reach spots, a much wider diameter on your net so you can scoop up as much stuff as possible. So we're just going to dig around this little area for a few. It's probably going to take me about 20 minutes to get enough bait I need. I have some bait already that I caught yesterday, but it's probably going to take me about 20 minutes to catch enough to have a good time out here. So let's go dig around real quick, and I'm going to show y'all some of the stuff I pull out of here so y'all can identify. Alright guys, so in this bucket I have an assortment of different organisms. So first we're going to start out with these minnows right here. I'm not sure what these are called, but they love them. They love them just like any other minnow that you might buy from a bait store, if not more, because these are what they naturally eat. Next we actually have some grass shrimp down here. These things are like candy. They only get about 2 inches, 2-3 inches at the most as far as their size, but they work just as well as any other bait. We actually have I think this is a dragonfly nymph right here. I'm not sure if you know what this is, and I don't. Leave it in the comment section. We also have some type of water bug. I'm not sure what that is right there. If anybody can guess what that is, I got a number of them in here, but they work just as good as a cricket, honestly. I've been using these for quite some time, so we're gonna try these out and see if we can catch some. Alright guys, so I think we might have enough bait. I'm not sure. Whatever the case may be, once we get to our spot, start fishing, I'm sure there'll be a lot of little minnows and insects wherever we're fishing at. So we're gonna go out there and see what we can do. Alright people, so we made it out here to our spot. I had to put my mask on because it's extremely cold out here. So as far as tackle, we got same light action reel, rod. We got our bobber that I found, 1/8 ounce bullet shot weight. No, it's a split shot weight. And then we have a small, I believe that is a number 6 or number 8 hook. But you're gonna need a small hook because most of these fish they have smaller mouths, but if this gets hooked right in the right size fish, it'll stay on. But the real reason for the small hook is because we have a lot of small bait. So with small bait, you put a hook too big through them, they'll probably kill them on impact. So get a smaller, much more thin hook with a long shank. These fish, bait, insects, whatever you want to call them, should be just fine. So for starters, we're just gonna take our little dip net and grab something out of this bucket here. So I think I want to start out with a minnow just to get things popping. So I'm just gonna take one minnow. It's a small. I don't know if you can see. Hook up in the front of the mouth, right before the brain, so he doesn't die. Just like that right there. There he is. Yes, sir. Okay, here we go. For starters, we're on. Oh, that is terrible. God. Ugh. Anyways, guys, this right here is called a Flier Bream. All right, we're gonna do it. Come on, man. You're killing all my fish. Damn. All right, guys. So this is a Flier Bream right here. Okay. I just caught him. Dropped him in the bait bucket twice. Yeah, this is a Flier Bream, and we're gonna do a catch, clean, and cook on him today because he's just being a bag. But you can see they have similar anal and dorsal fins as a crappie. That gigantic dorsal fin on top, and then that gigantic anal fin on the bottom. So I've eaten these so many times, but I've never seen anybody eating these on YouTube or catching these on YouTube. So we're gonna do a catch, clean, and cook on him. Honestly, this fish right here may be one of the most underrated fish in freshwater. Okay, it's kind of a mixture between a crappie, and a bluegill. All right, the meat is almost just as light as a crappie, but if we catch a crappie today, we'll compare some. As of now, this fish is going in the bucket. Yes, we got him. And he's huge. We got him. Nice spit. As you can see how those dorsal fins and that anal fin right there duplicate that Flier Bream we just had in there. Let me get him so you can actually see. So I'm trying to see. come on, come on. There we go. Another Flier Bream, y'all. Beautiful. Alright guys, welcome back to the kitchen. We are in here with our Flier Bream and our crappie. I ended up catching about 33, I think I caught 33 today. The only reason I stopped is because I ran out of bait. If I would have had some more bait, I probably would have stayed there and caught my limit. But, hey, 33 is not bad for, I guess I was out there maybe an hour and a half. So, yeah man, we're gonna clean one Flier Bream that we caught. And we're gonna clean that one crappie. I only ended up catching one crappie, but we're gonna clean him. We're gonna do a little side-by-side comparison of the Flier Bream and the crappie, because honestly, they're both really good eating fish. Alright guys, so as you can see, there's honestly not really a big difference in the color of the meat. They're both just as firm, honestly. The only difference is really the size. This is the crappie right here, this is the Flier Bream right here. We're gonna season these bad boys up, drop them in some hot canola oil, and let it do what it do. So instead of seasoning my fish, I'm gonna make somewhat of a flavored egg wash, and this is gonna serve as that seasoning. So I'm just gonna add one egg, and I'm gonna add a couple splashes of hot sauce. Best hot sauce on the planet, by the way. And then I'm just gonna add in some seasonings: lemon pepper, garlic powder, dill weed, Old Bay seasoning, cayenne pepper, a little bit of coarse salt, and some paprika finally. Now we're just gonna whisk this up, and then we're gonna take our fish and just drop them in. Drop them in just like that, and just give them a nice little toss. And this is gonna season them as well as give something for the flour to adhere to. So this right here is a mixture of cornstarch, all-purpose flour, and cornmeal, white cornmeal. and I just seasoned it with pretty much the same thing I just seasoned the fish with. So it's flavored cornmeal, so you're gonna have flavor on the fish, and you're gonna have flavor on the coating of the fish, which is just gonna make an abundance of flavor. All right guys, so I added my dry mix to a larger bag, and now we're just gonna drop each piece in there and shake. We're gonna shake each piece so we don't get any you know, lumpy, caked up batter. We want everything to be dry. Alright, now everything's fully coated, as you can see. We got our grease heating up to about 375. A major key when cooking fish is to have your grease extremely hot, okay? If you have hot grease, it keeps the fish from soaking in that grease. So if you get a quick flash fry on them, it won't soak in as much grease as if you were to put it on at, let's say, 325. Because if it cooks slower, that gives it more time for the grease to soak into the fish, and then you'll have a greasy piece of fish. All right, people, so we got our grease piping hot. So we're gonna start dropping these bad boys in, right? Alright guys, fish are done. Time for another moment of truth, alright? So, right here, we have our Flier Bream. As you can see, it's a lot smaller, of course. Then we have our crappie right here. And we're just gonna do a taste test. No condiments, just the fish itself. So first we're gonna taste the Flier Bream, I guess. Is it right here? Really good, honestly. See how white that meat is? I don't know if you can see it. See how white that meat is right there? It's beautiful. All right, next we have our crappie. I'm just gonna take this little wing piece right here. Same batter, same everything. It's just honestly, I can't taste the difference, honestly. I really cannot taste the difference. They're both delicious. Same batter, same texture, same flavor. I honestly cannot taste the difference. Moral of the story, any lake you fish at, you go out and catch some bugs, minnows, those little nymphs I was using, tadpoles, grass shrimp, anything you catch like that are in the waters that the fish that you usually catch are in, catch it, man. Catch it, put it on a hook, throw it on a bobber. I'm telling you, it's easy success because these fish eat those things on a daily basis. They don't eat artificials every day. Sometimes you actually have to think about what you're doing. Lures are made to mimic things that these fish see. If you don't have to mimic and you just get what these fish see, it makes life so much easier, man. With that being said, I love y'all. Thank y'all for subscribing. If y'all are not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Show me some love, and I'll catch y'all next time. Keep learning.